What's good? What's good, everybody? Another trading day. The market is in sell-off mode again, but we're gonna see if it gives us any opportunities. Let's look at that. So what I'm honing in on today is this 1 to 2 day chart, but I'm also keeping in mind the buy or sell signals that I received on Friday. Stocks have made new lows today. You can see Apple took a sell-off. My position in Hood, I'm underwater on that. It's at 13.91. Remember, my play was 15.50. So I'm down $96 on that trade. But I'm looking at Chipotle. I'm looking at these options prices of Chipotle. Let me show you. It's at 14.66. Get you a price on the options. Got 2 days remaining till Friday's expiration. Focus up on these strikes here. 1466. Let's look at the 1500. This 1500 call option. Remember, calls mean you're playing for it to go up. The $1,500 option, which is $34 out of the money, is at $453. Chipotle, Amazon, Google, Tesla, these options can be real expensive, but if you catch them, or if I catch them at the right time, you can really hit those home runs that I've been talking about. I like this chart on the 2 day, but I don't like it. I don't like the way it's looking on this daily. I was looking at this and I was looking at Roku. These green checks here indicate where my price range is. Meaning what I'm willing to risk on a bet that Chipotle is going up. I typically, on stocks like Chipotle, Amazon, or Google, I'll risk a couple $100 on a contract. The rest of them is in between, anywhere between $80 to $150 I'll risk on a contract. Oftentimes it's a little over $100. So as you could see, Chipotle has to go up almost $69 for this contract to even be at the money. That's asking a lot. It could do it. Of course it could do it, but even though I have this buy signal on the 2 day chart, I don't like the way this daily chart is looking. It's looking like it's seeking to take out a new low. Now, if this $1,500 strike, and with this, when I say strike, that's the price at which I would be betting it will go. If this was around $100 to $200, I would take that trade. A $35 bet, risking a couple $100, I'll take that trade. But being that I have to go almost $69 out, where my price range is, where I'm comfortable with the risk, I'll forego that. Wait till tomorrow till it hits a new low, then take the trade. It'll be an expiration trade for Friday. I was looking at Roku too. Roku is giving me the same type of formation. The difference is Roku's contracts are closer to what I'm comfortable with. So I might dip my toe in that and take the risk. It's at 166. I'm looking at this 175. You see it's $100. These numbers here, you have to multiply by 100, because every contract represents 100 shares of stock. So if I was to purchase this, it's asking $117, but the bid is 106. The ask is the people who hold the contracts. This is what they're asking for their contracts. And the bid are those who are trying to get in those contracts. So the bid is at 106. Someone's willing to pay 106, and someone is asking 110. And the last traded price was 108. So if I was to take this trade, I could get in between that spread. But let's see. Hood. Disney. So tomorrow I'm gonna be looking at Chipotle, and I'm gonna be looking at Roku. I didn't realize that the time expired on me. The time is 4 o'clock. I thought I had a minute left. I would have got into the Roku, but hopefully I can get in tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna be looking at Roku, Chipotle, Disney. Let's see, Disney. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at Disney for a trade. It's at 150. I'll be looking at the 152.50. You see this 11,000 contracts traded on it. Let's look at my hood position. Again, I am hood made a new low. It's at 1389. So the way this position is looking, it's looking like it's going to expire worthless. That's why I'll lose my whole $102. $102 that I have at risk. Because I don't see it making a bounce back up towards that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and accept that as a loss, but I'll let it expire. I won't get out of it and recoup $10. I'll just go ahead and let it expire worthless. That way I don't generate a commission. If it expires worthless, it just expires worthless. So I'm gonna look at Roku tomorrow morning. I would have gotten it today had not the time run out. I have to be mindful of the time as I'm talking. And I'm gonna be looking at Disney. And I'm gonna be looking at Chipotle, CMG. I think Chipotle is gonna make another low too. So in between, when the market opens up at 9:30, I'll be looking at these positions. Chipotle, these strikes should go down, depending on what it's doing in the morning. Where I should be able to get in at a closer strike and at a cheaper price. So stay tuned. You guys have a great evening, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.